question to me. I noticed one person smiled at the blonde hash. You know you didn't. So, anyway, how did Woodstock come about? And why am I talking so much about Woodstock? Because the only person of the three women that were actually there was Joan Baez. And I saw her. But their voices carried us through some really hard times. And people often say to me, you know, oh God, you are so lucky you were born in that. What a great time that was in the history. Wasn't it? It was a horrible time. The music that came out of it, however, was really good. I do a whole separate show, different, about the same length, similar in format, about my time in Woodstock, which is also, so then I sing a lot of the Woodstock songs that were sung at Woodstock or about Woodstock. But yeah, was this the best of times? The Cold War, JFK was assassinated, Vatican II turned the Catholic Church upside down, women's rights, farm worker rights, civil rights, and Vietnam. This wasn't a good time. Anybody remember doing that?
Yeah.
What a weird Shannon. I don't know if you're old enough, you wouldn't have even known that. We had to have drills because we were supposed to be bombed, or possibly could have been bombed. So we had to go into the lowest place in the school and sit with our heads covered, hands covering our heads, in case we were bombed. Air raid drills, I think they call it, right? And there's JFK and Pope John the 23rd and Castro taking over Cuba. And I lived in New Jersey then, but they were right off, pretty much off the coast of Florida. They could have hit us with missiles. That was a Cuban missile crisis, right? So more things in Vietnam and women's rights and stuff. I did a few of those demonstrations. So I thought this was an interesting quote. It has nothing to do with Muhammad Ali, but it was from that article. The Stoic generation that had fought World War II, my parents, returned home to raise children who became defined by rebelliousness, impatience, and an unwillingness to accept things the way they were. And that was me. And these three ladies helped. Come on in. There are,
Oh, we need to sit back here because I'm going to get a call.
Gotcha. Okay, so what I'm going to do today is to take you through Judy's history, then Joni's, and then Joan's. And I'll be singing in between some of their songs. So let's talk about Judy Collins first. Judy Blue Eyes. You know what, I never realized either until I was studying a couple of Joan Baez's songs about Dylan. He had like amazing blue eyes, and I never noticed it, and so did she. So she was born in 1939 in an alcoholic home. Her father was legally blind, and he was a radio talk show host. The interesting thing about Judy, she didn't write too much, but she wrote a song about her father. And I don't know that I want to do the whole thing, but it sure is a beautiful song. I usually do it on the keyboard. I play piano too. I'll just sing you a little bit of it. My father always promised us we would live in France. We'd go boating on the Seine, and I would learn to dance. We lived in Ohio then. He worked in the mines. On his dreams like boats we knew, we'd sail in time. He never worked in the mines. He was blind, partially blind. I just don't know how she could those words are so beautiful, right? How she could come up with that whole, she made it up, and now I live in Paris, and my children dance and dream, and this whole totally made up thing, and I just love that song. And next time I see you, if I have a keyboard or a piano, I'll play it for you. So anyway, she had polio when she was 10 years old. And then when she was 20, she got tuberculosis. And Judy Collins, Joni Mitchell had polio too. So that was, and I remember getting my polio vaccine on my thigh, which was the last thigh vaccine year. And after that, people got it in their arms. Do they still do polio shots?
No, they just, it's on a sugar cube.
Oh, really? You just take it as a vaccine?
I think that's last I knew.
Oh.
It's oral.
What do you think, Melanie? Wait, Melanie has 4 beautiful boys, grown boys.
The last one, the oldest had an oral vaccine, and then the last one I think